I'm Bet Bullhofer. Here's my hot take on Barbie. I've not seen anyone else bring this perspective to the Barbie story. Now, I wear two hats in life. I am a computer scientist and I am a yoga teacher. I'm going to be giving you the views from each of these hats on how Barbie missed the mark or is explaining something about our society and maybe not something that's so great. Let's first put that computer science hat on. In his book, Master and His Emissary, Ian McGilchrist talks about the right brain versus the left brain. He goes into the scientific detail that shows why they're different. I'll give a really quick recap. The left brain is obsessed with models, with measurement, with mathematics. It wants to be precise and accurate and get everything in neat little squares. Then the right brain is all about meaning, abstraction, the consciousness, the way it all works together. It's messy, and there's definitely nothing neat and tidy about it. Now, in real life, we have to balance these right brain and left brain so that we can live as a whole human. In his book, he talks about how the trajectory of the human race has been from the right brain, abstract, towards the left brain of precise, scientific. Everything is measured and accurate. Now, I love my technology as a computer science major, but let's talk about the downsides of being a purely left brain society. There's no room for ambiguity. There's no room for emotional states, for that essence of being, because you can't measure that. So if we look at Barbie Land through that lens of right brain versus left brain, you can see it is the perfect left brain society. It is all perfect. Each and every Barbie has their own role and they stay in their little lane. You know who the president is because she has her sash. Everything is so precise and neat. And there's a tiny little bit of right brain coming in when stereotypical Barbie starts having these sad thoughts, which is coming in from the right brain. So that's the first lens, the right brain versus left brain view of Barbie Land. Now let's talk about the second view. And this one's a little more taboo. It is about the chakra system. So as a yoga teacher, I use lots of exercises to really get into the chakras. Now, if you're not familiar with them, let me review them very quickly. So from the middle of the pelvis all the way down to the ground through the feet is the root chakra. This is where our sexual organs are. Barbie doesn't have any, and that is well established. The second one is the sacral. This is our creation, our uniqueness, our creativity comes from the sacral chakra. Our solar plexus is where we bring our personal power. Fourth is our heart chakra. This is where we care and love our community, and it runs down to our fingertips. Next, we have our throat chakra. It's our unique voice, the way we manifest our vision to the world. And then we have our subtle mind or third eye chakra. It's the way we tap into our intuition, which will be right brain, left brain, and hopefully balancing those two. And then finally, we have our crown chakra, is where we connect with the universe, with the divine. Now there's this scene in Barbie where Ken says, "Barbie, can we please hang out tonight?" And she says, "What would we even do?" Now that's a good question, and Ken didn't have a clue. That's because they're missing the chakra system, and specifically the root and sacral, where we have our sexual desires, our energy. It is so important for being a human to tap into this wisdom that we have. Now I'm hoping in Barbie 2.0, the director will explore Barbie, waking up her sexual identity and seeing all this joy that Barbie can experience. Now, I haven't seen anyone else talk about this perspective, but I did want to share it. I am a yoga teacher and I have lots of classes on my YouTube, and I'm also going to be speaking at the Embodied Integral Conference, Boulder, Colorado, this October. In my session, which is called Being Human in an AI World, I'm going to be bringing some of these concepts that I talked about today. We need to balance the right brain and the left brain. We cannot measure everything. As much as I love data, I cannot measure everything. Tapping into these two parts of our person are critical for living a balanced life. And then I'm going to be talking about the chakra system. How do we find the wisdom inside of our body? And third, I'll be talking about the sympathetic versus parasympathetic. This is the way we can get out of that anxious loop that we can live in, to use our tools intentionally. So my session is called Being Human in an AI World, and it's really about intentional use of technology. Technology is a left brain creation, and the intention comes from the right. How can we balance these two parts of our person to live the very best life? I hope you'll join me at the session in Boulder, Colorado in October. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who you think would enjoy it, and subscribe. This is Bet. Namaste.